Sinatra, flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Saquon Barkley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Kick is good.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Love, the Washington ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check your hot read. Wide, get it.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Jones now to throw on second down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 9.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run with McKissick. He takes this for about 6 down inside.
Offense going forward.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. at the Giants.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
To J.D. McKissick.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
36 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's spot 4. Let's get that home.
They're going to try and throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
14.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he stopped immediately there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
An 8-yard.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Washington.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to bring in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Haskins back to the air. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A carry now for McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
J.D. McKissick as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes this Washington 21. Giants 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down, Washington.
Here's McKissick. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Jones on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Washington.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, over Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Barkley, toss play left. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To number 17.
Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Barkley.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
The 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And the Washington first
so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Brandon McManus.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jones to throw on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
55. Check 55. Mike. Let's go. Hey, smash. Go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Don't stop that. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Washington 54.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's a 10th.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.